This may be a reading that may resonate with you if you happen to have Gemini in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. Or if you happen to be cross-watching for a gem, you might find some information in this reading that may actually resonate for you. There might be a certain percentage that does, and there might be a certain percentage that doesn't. Take away, let go of the things that don't resonate, may have been intended for someone else's ears to hear, and take in what is genuinely yours. Know this also, Gemini, even though I'm calling this a 7-day forecast, it's a given that not everything happens at the same time for everyone. So sometimes the reading doesn't resonate because it hasn't had a chance to. Please don't make any rash decisions, Gemini, based on the general reading. Let me also be upfront with you, Gemini Nation, and let you know that this reading will guarantee contain some sensitive subjects. And if this is not the type of thing that you're into, here's your opportunity to click off. You probably should just go ahead and do so. This might not be the type of reading for you. Otherwise, those of you who are ready to roll with me, let's dive straight into the messages. Your relationships, Gemini. Some of you Geminis are pregnant. And you're pregnant with a son. Let's see what's going on. Holy Spirit, show me what's going on with Gemini Nation. Gemini. Looks like you're thinking about something. Something's on your mind this week, Gemini Nation. You got something on mental repeat. It might have something to do with something that's going on around you. Something that somebody is saying. Since Mercury retrograde is in full effect right now, there could definitely be some issues with misunderstandings. Or there could definitely be somebody, Gemini, Virgo. Speaking of Mercury, that's definitely highlighted here. This is Gemini. Some of you are on the cusp. You got a Leo that shows up in your reading. What's going on, Holy Spirit, with the Gemini Nation? You got a Taurus that shows up. Sagittarius. Somebody's ascendant sign is Taurus. Okay, you got moon sign Aquarius. You definitely do have Mercury. Okay. So that definitely leads me to believe that something is going on. Let's get a Scorpio here as well. Something is going on in the area of communication. You also have a Libra moon that shows up. This honestly feels like there's something going on at work mostly. Goodness. Not Sagittarius. I don't know who the Sag is for you, Gemini, but I definitely feel like some of you are dealing with your opposite sign, your polar opposites to somebody. If it's not like with your opposites with your zodiac sign, it just feels like there's some type of opposition here. Some type of suspicion or obsession here having to do with something. I think you might be clearing your energy. Definitely a Leo. Yeah, I think so. I think, Gemini, it might be necessary this week for you to take a step back, meditate. Well, we do have this card talking about mental repetition. So, again, there's something that you're meditating on. Gemini, some of you might need to go to the dentist. You have an overdue dental issue. Or your teeth are falling out. Venusians, romance, soulmate, empathy. Venusian. So some of you are dealing with maybe a Taurus or a Libra. Your situation may have something to do with this. Oh gosh, you do have somebody stalking you. All right, anyway, I think this week, Gemini Nation, you have a decision to make. You have this card that says pendulum, so maybe you are doing some divination. Yes, I promise you, something's on your mind. You're thinking about something over and over, or this is somebody thinking about something over and over having to do with you. Mental repetition comes right back out. Okay, so I do think you're thinking about something. I think you are trying to get clear about a decision that you're making this week. It might have something to do with whether or not to release someone or let them go. But trust and believe, if you take a look at this in the background, you have somebody sending you some negative energy. Gemini or cross-watcher. You have this card talking about leave your usual social circles behind. So maybe you might be doing that in favor of genuine people, genuine friendships, or you're not sure. Maybe you're trying to get clear about people that are around you, their true intentions and their true motives. Anyway, I think the point is you might be dropping some people this week, Gemini. That might be a decision that you might be making a choice. That might be what's on your mind this week. Yeah, I definitely feel like you might be thinking that's the most beneficial choice for you right now at this point in time. Truth, revelations, understanding. Your guides are giving you truths. They're revealing certain things to you about your situation that you may not see. And I think that is going to put you in a better position to make a choice. I think a time of guilt and shame ends now. Forgive yourself and begin to love yourself just as you are. Okay. I think that somebody around you might have a level of guilt and shame about something. Gemini. A cross-watcher. Let's see what's going on. It's very clear this week that somebody feels hurt. Honestly, this feels like this is somebody that feels hurt about something that was said. I think Gemini, somebody may have said something to you, or you may have said something to someone else. Somebody thought it was funny, but whatever was said ended up hurting somebody's feelings. And I think that that's the issue this week. I think you are avoiding someone, Gemini. There's King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. You're avoiding this person, or they're avoiding you. It's as if somebody said something to you, Gemini, and they won't apologize about it. Well, like there are other people in this reading as well. There might be other people that are adding fuel to the fire. And let me make it very clear that you got people watching. So this might be other people that may have witnessed something. Gemini, because you definitely have some stalking going on here. Stalking, intimidation, confrontation. So maybe you might be thinking of confronting somebody this week. You might be thinking about calling somebody out, or perhaps you did. Or this is something that might be coming up in the next 7 days. Yeah, 10 of Swords. It's like somebody definitely, like somebody does not care who they hurt in this situation. And for some of you, this feels like this is more so at work than a love situation. But let's see what's going on. What is going on with the situation? You got a Libra that shows up to the reading. Yeah, maybe you feel like somebody is greedy, selfish. I think that's what has you. This is something, whatever this person said is what this mental repetition is. You can't get it out of your head. Or you can't believe the audacity that somebody had to say something. Like I did say, you got some other people that are adding fuel to the fire in this situation. There's somebody that said something to you. They don't think it's a big deal, but it is to you. And for some of you, this might have something to do with a child. This could have something to do with your relationship with a child here. This might have something to do with a relationship with a child here. Might be your son, possibly. I see a child here that might be rebellious. Maybe what you say goes in one ear, out the other. And I think you might be having issues with your kid. This might be your kid's way of maybe trying to act out to get your attention, Gemini. Because there could be a kid there here that might feel, hearing inadequate, but might feel like maybe they're invisible to you. or there's definitely I think that a relationship that you had as a child with a role model set the tone for an unhealthy, toxic type of relationship. So you could have had a very critical parent as a kid, and it seems like this is the same type of atmosphere where there's put downs. Whatever the case is, it does feel like there's somebody in the situation that does feel frustrated. And I did say that there's somebody that might be throwing some negative energy your way. It feels like somebody is trying to hinder you or block you in some type of way. Gemini Nation or cross watcher. Let's see. If this has something to do with a romantic relationship, I feel like there's an emotional disconnect here between you and someone. Yeah, and I think that this is something that your guides are definitely alerting you to, having to do with a relationship. I think there's a reason that you're making a decision. I think it's a decision that you're making. Maybe you're not sure about what to do, but I think you might be thinking about splitting up from somebody. Or some of you, this is past tense, you already did split up from somebody because you're frustrated with your partner right now. What's going on in your romantic relationships? What's going on with Gemini, Holy Spirit? Maybe you do want somebody to pay attention. I'm telling you, somebody feels invisible. Somebody does. Yeah, betrayal. That's what's going on. So this is either a past tense situation. Some of you, it's just going to vary how this plays out. If it already happened, and that's the case. But for some of you, this is playing out this week. This is the revelation and the truth that God is giving you. Yep, I hid who I really am from you. That's why I'm saying shadow here. Somebody this week is showing you their shadow aspect. And because of some type of betrayal and foolishness that may have gone on, yes, in a romantic relationship, and it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be with a family member or a friend or whomever. But I think that that's the revelation, like we talked about, the revelation and the truth that's coming out. You're coming to get clear about something, or you're wanting to get clear about somebody's intentions. Their true intentions are going to be taking center stage this week. There has been some type of betrayal, and somebody has been fooling around on you, or they did in the past. And this is something, yeah, that's still on mental repeat. The fact that they could be so cold and callous and cunning about the way that they went about things. Because it does look like one of you was loyal and connected to this relationship. There's a Leo here. Like dedicated to this relationship, but currently this week, it feels like there's an issue with trust in your relationship. So if this did happen already, it seems like the decision, yeah, this is a Scorpio. You got death and transform. This is a Scorpio. For some of you, there's definitely a Scorpio here. I think that maybe there hasn't been peace between you and someone. Yeah. Like I said, maybe you are deciding currently to cut somebody off, or you already did. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. So it seems like Gemini Nation, with this card talking about mental repetition in this card here, somebody is thinking about you. Sometimes, some of you, somebody is thinking about the good times, and they're frustrated that maybe they don't feel like you guys can work out your differences. Or some of you, all you can seem to think about is the betrayal. You stay awake thinking about all the things that they did or the things that they said, Gemini. It looks like one of you agrees that it's time to part ways. And if you did, it feels like one of you is backtracking. Somebody decides to come back to communicate. And it seems like it's been a while since you heard from somebody. You may have been waiting for this person to kind of break the ice. I don't know. But it seems like somebody feels as though they're waiting in vain. And I do feel like somebody feels like it's very difficult to let you go. It's either they think it's difficult to let you go, or difficult letting go of what happened or what was said in this situation. Some of you, this does have something to do with domestic violence, because something could end up in court, or this is something, maybe court is unrelated. But yeah, somebody does feel you when you guys are apart, and they can't stop thinking about you. So I think that this Gemini nation is what brings someone to your door, or causes them to tune in. Somebody is curious about you, showing some type of interest in you. Okay. So I do see somebody watching. But keep in mind, we did talk about stalking, because you do have a lot of eyeballs on you, okay? Gemini nation. You got some people that are watching, okay? But like I said, it could be that maybe you're just very active on your socials this week. Gemini, I was about to say Leo. And maybe that's why people are watching. Let's see. So somebody has been going through some things since you guys have been apart. They may have been going through some things that didn't have anything to do with you. Okay, so now we see why. The act of betrayal that you're finding out this week, Gemini. Because let's go back. We did say truth, revelations, understanding. We did say that things that were foggy now become clear to you, because your guides are definitely bringing something into your awareness. They're allowing you to see something play out right in front of your face. The betrayal here had something to do with a secret love affair. So somebody was fooling around on you, or vice versa. Some of you Geminis, singles, you might not realize that somebody's in a relationship. Some of you might, though. And, you know, I don't know. Whatever you decide to do with that situation. No, we're talking about truth and revelation. Maybe you're getting clear about that this week. Because I do see that somebody is on the side. Somebody's frustrated in their relationship, so they're looking for an outlet outside of the relationship. Now it does feel like somebody feels tormented and anguished about what happened, about the separation, because now, like I said, somebody is backtracking and they now miss you. All of a sudden, you know, they didn't want you when they had you, but now that you guys are apart, they can't seem to let you go. Or they can't seem to stop thinking about, somebody's really hurt here, and they can't seem to stop thinking about what happened in the past. Some type of betrayal that happened. Anyway, so the person's curious, all right? They're possibly, like I said, you're posting a lot on your socials. This person is tuning in. They're interested. They're watching. They might even have some other people that are watching as well. And let's see, their intention is to try to transform the situation. This could even be a friend of yours. Okay, what do they come in to do, Holy Spirit? What does this person come in to do with Gemini? This is a fire sign. Somebody has fire in their chart. Darkening to light. So we got shadow here. Did you lose your key, Gemini? I think you might be finding your key this week. Darkening to light. Or maybe somebody was showing you they weren't showing you the best version of themselves. Now it feels like somebody is wanting to maybe come to the light. I don't know. Or like I said, what was done in the dark comes to the light this week. What are they trying to do, Gemini? Oh, your guides are saying tread carefully, or this is just you. After what happened, it feels like you are treading carefully with the people, with the way that the person, with the way that this person operates. I think you are treading carefully. Did somebody pass away? This feels like this was a murder. Like somebody sat back. A death. You have this card here talking about stalking, intimidation. And then here, treading carefully. As if isn't this always the case, Gemini? More often than not, your guides are definitely saying be careful about who's around you. Especially with this card talking about leave your usual social circles behind. There might be somebody that you're hanging with, talking to, communicating with, possibly even collaborating with. And this might not be, it looks like somebody is an enemy. Yeah, see, attack. Something's going on here. Your guides are saying tread carefully about somebody that is around you. Somebody's intentions are not good. And so we got this card talking about shadow, stalking. Somebody might be lurking around in the shadows, because that's exactly what this looks like to me. Somebody's watching you. Somebody has their eye on you. Infinity, destiny, magic. I did talk to you about somebody watching you, right, and sending you negative energy. Especially, like I said, you're active on your socials. Somebody might be giving you the evil eye. Gemini. It just feels that way. So I think this is also a situation where your guides are revealing something to you. But like I said, this may have something to do with someone who is around you. All right. If this is not a romantic relationship, it feels like your guides are helping you to get clear about somebody's intentions, because it doesn't seem like somebody has the best of intentions. Death comes right back out again. Yeah, your guides are definitely going to be revealing to you, no doubt, who is genuine and who is fake. So your guides are definitely saying, Gemini, tread carefully with people that you keep close to you. Yeah, patience. Maybe you've been patient with somebody, or this is just like your guides are saying, you know what, just observe, be patient. You're going to see what you need to see about your situation or about a person that you might feel is a big question mark, Gemini. See the truth. Thank you, Spirit Guides. You're going to see the truth about something. Wow. Be without malice. You definitely have an enemy. And I did say, once again, somebody's giving you the evil eye. You got it in both of these cards. See how he's looking at him? Be without malice. It feels like somebody is either attacking you spiritually. It's not everybody's story, but it's somebody's story. Anyway, the point is you're going to see the truth about something. Your guides are going to help you see the truth about something. And the truth is going to reveal the truth. Be honest. So this could be somebody that needs to be honest. You have reveal not once but twice. Actually 3 times, because you have this other card talking about revelations. I know some of you might be reading the book of Revelations. Anyway, that's what I see about the situation. Somebody may have... Somebody doing jail time? What's going on with this situation? Because I do see an attack. There is an attacker for some of you. So somebody might be coming back into your energy. This person could be violent, Gemini. So you got this card talking about be honest and somebody getting caught red-handed. You got a thief. Somebody's trying to take something from you. But it does feel like somebody ends up getting caught, whatever the case is with your situation, Gemini. Okay. All right, Gemini. You might be waiting for a letter or a package to arrive this week. It feels like you do receive something that you've been waiting for. But once again, do you see it? Eyeballs watching you, spying. You got somebody spying. I don't know what this situation is. Yeah, somebody is doing jail time, because I do see something here having to do with a court situation. Somebody's overly curious about you. It's like somebody wants to catch you, get you caught up. Like they're digging for dirt on you. And for some of you, this is somebody if this is an online thing, since I did say that you're active on your socials, and I did say somebody could be stalking you. Somebody this week could be creating a fake profile to lure you in. 7 of Swords as soon as I say that. Especially singles, if this is you. You're dealing with somebody that you feel you have mutual feelings with, but they're dating somebody else. And we've got this card here at the top of the reading talking about decision. This could be somebody that can't decide what they want. So they're going to keep you and this other person around. So you may end up just being an option in this situation. This could be a situation where your guys are trying to reveal something to you, or where somebody may need to be honest about something. That might be the act of betrayal that you might be finding out about. So like I said, singles, somebody needs to come correct and be honest about what they're doing. But like I said, you got this card here talking about discovery. I think that this is obviously something that's going to be discovered this week. Alright, Gemini, let's see what's going on with your work situation. It's already been established, right? I did say that some of you work online. Oh, maybe you are posting a lot of pictures. Yeah, somebody's coming back to talk to you. Somebody wants to reconcile with you. Could be this Cancerian. Somebody's definitely missing you there in their head about you. With your money, yeah, okay. Let's backtrack a little bit. Now, I did say somebody's doing work on you, Gemini. And I think this is exactly what someone is trying to affect. It's your money. And I did say that some of you, somebody's watching you. Overly curious about you, Gemini. Spiritual community, tarot community. For some of you. Let's see who this is. Bullying prevention angel. Some of you, this is your kids being bullied at school, but since I'm talking to you about being online, your kids could be getting catfished too. Somebody around you that is a bully. I think you might have a work bully, Gemini, or cross watcher. Oh, are you leaving? It looks like you might be leaving your job. Maybe for a new position. Let me see what's going on here. It looks like you might have somebody gaslighting you at your job. Decision, right, is the overall energy. Get clear, right? You've been thinking about something. Maybe some of you are thinking about leaving. I don't understand, because it looks like you're very dedicated to what you're doing. Yeah, you definitely have some people putting you down. This is either happening with your kids, or this is happening with an adult in the workplace. Somebody feels good by putting other people down. So there's a lot of negative behavior here. That's what I mean. Like, this might even be something that's going on at work. Like, the betrayal has something to do with what somebody is saying. Somebody's definitely trying to trigger you. It could be somebody in your comments, especially, like I said, you're active on socials. Oh, is that why that card is here? Is talking about attention to detail. It does. It feels like somebody's trying to fragment your energy. And it really does feel like it's more than one person. This feels like this is a character assassination. And what's going on, Holy Spirit, with work? Talents, yeah. It looks like you're very driven this week, Gemini. Or if this isn't you that's driven, then this is somebody around you. It does. It feels like somebody does have values this week. Or you are someone that has values. You may be someone that is receiving a lot of attention. Oh, okay. Every day it becomes easier to receive the highest divine plan and to trust my inner guidance. Again, okay, when it comes to your work, maybe you're trying to get clear about something. This week it feels like you're going to be receiving the answers that you've been looking for. The answer will be revealed about maybe something that you're trying to figure out in your workplace. You do have some pettiness going on in the background. I think that this week, see, you got this card that's talking about attention to detail. I think there might be several things at once that might be needing your attention this week. Gemini, you might be feeling like you have to kind of like multitask. And your energy might be feeling a bit fragmented. I think you might feel like you have to do a lot of different things at once. I think that this week, yeah, I think you're trying to figure out what is a priority, because it just feels like you're being pulled in several different directions, and it might be difficult for you to pay attention to details. It feels like you might be kind of maybe doing shortcuts. Like I said, feeling very distracted, not able to really concentrate. But it definitely feels like these people are trying to create distractions for you, Gemini. So I think that this week what your guides are encouraging you to do, Gemini, is to create an anchor to bring your attention back when you're distracted. You could be clapping your hands, clicking your fingers, maybe singing a song. So I think that maybe you're looking for some type of attention anchor so that you're not distracted. Because trust and believe, with this Seven of Swords, you do have people that are trying to distract you, frustrate you, block you in some type of way. If it's not through magic, then it's definitely through hiding online. Maybe even behind fake identities, fake profiles, in order to attack you. Seems like that's the case every week, Gemini. Like, people are gossiping. Your name is the topic of people's conversations, Gemini. Or cross-watcher. To the point that it's just really getting on your nerves. You like, again? You ain't nothing better to do? It seems like it's that type of thing. Yeah, see? You got other people. Yep, here's your enemy. I'm trying to tell you, for some of you, this is your spirit guides giving you a warning that maybe, and this is not for everyone, and it's not to cause any type of alarm, but it is to make you aware of your surroundings, because it's very clear that this is what your guides are saying. Somebody might have the intention to physically attack you, especially if this is somebody getting out of jail. Oh, we got this Seven of Swords. Somebody does get caught red-handed. Somebody does see something here. Somebody is a witness here to a crime. I see that. But either way, back to what I was saying. You do have some people that are adding fuel to the fire in the background, okay? And these people are nosy. Nosy, noisy. Oh, this is somebody like creeping around your house. This is what I'm trying to tell you. And it just seems like this is somebody that just doesn't have the best of intentions. I think, like I said before, you're about to see the truth. What a stalker, Gemini. Protect what you love. It's your duty and responsibility. If it's not you that they're trying to attack, then it might be they're trying to attack your child. So your guides are saying protect what you love. Do not fight them. Have faith that the light will always return. You have this card talking about darkness to light. The light will always return. Something might be taking place during the nighttime. Do not fight them. Is somebody trying to fight you? Yeah. Well, why am I saying that's surprising? Like as if it's a surprise. That's obvious. If it's not a physical fight or a spiritual fight, then it's definitely somebody using fighting words against you, trying to trigger you. Yeah. Anyway, you're making a decision about something this week, Gemini. And, goodness. Yeah, look at you. Topic of conversation. Everybody running their mouth about you. Some of it's good, some of it isn't, Gemini. Some people are going to paint this the way they want to paint it. But I think the point is your guys want you to stay calm and not get pulled in by this situation, because that's exactly what somebody wants, is for you to give them attention. They want to divert your attention from what you're doing. Whether you're studying, whether you're creating something, it does feel like you're trying to build something. You're trying to build. It watches over you at every dark doorway. A light-filled angel is at your side. Wow. You're being divinely protected, Gemini Nation, or Crosswatcher. Or these are your children. You're being protected from harm here. But they're still calling you to pay attention to your surroundings. So that's what I feel is going on this week. Somebody's trying to pull your attention away from what you're doing. Plotting against you. Spreading lies. These lies are going to be revealed. Whether or not this is in front of other people, or this is you that see the truth about somebody's character, or this is other people that see the truth about somebody's lies. I think you are, Gemini Nation or Crosswatcher. I think you're gaining respect from other people, or this has something to do with a passion that maybe you're ready to pursue. This might be something that gains the respect of other people. This might be you being a light bringer in some type of way. Your passions will continually lead you to your purpose. What passions have you put on the side, given up on, or buried? What passion is ready to come alive in you? Write a list of the passions to which you want to give life right now. Then journal how you can incorporate more of what you're passionate about into your daily life. Trust your soul's whispering and let your passions draw you toward your dream life. So that's what I feel like is your focus this week. I did say you're very driven, you're very career focused, and for that reason it feels like there's people around you that are taking an issue with you. It feels like you're doing something right, Gemini or Crosswatcher, and people are gathering around to watch. And this is why I feel like some of you might be getting upgrades or special privileges, or this is what somebody's salty at. Salty at the fact that you are getting some type of upgrades. I think this has something to do with your gifts. I think a lot of you do have psychic abilities. Aren't we talking about your finances? I think these people are trying to affect your finances. Let's see. What's going on with Gemini's finances? Look at that dedication to the craft. You're dedicated, you're driven this week. Feels like you're trying to make up for some type of money loss. I did say that, yeah, that's what's going on. Your financial situation looks kind of bleak. Maybe you have gotten kind of caught up by the distractions this last week. Gemini, yeah, keeping still. This is either you not making a decision or you're kind of keeping still. Maybe you're trying to lay low. Anyway, or you're trying to play it safe. This week it feels like there's a risk that you're going to be taking. Or this is some of you, you're taking risks with your surroundings. Image. Somebody trying to tarnish your image, Gemini. Anyway, I think that there might be something about your job that you want to change, or circumstances about your job that you want to change, or this is you deliberately making a change to leave certain people behind. Okay? And this is a change in scenery, possibly. I think the support of other people is going to go a long way with something that you're trying to accomplish. But yeah, fears, unknown. I think that maybe you're going into the unknown. You're taking a risk. There's a level of fear involved in taking a risk in your situation to maybe pursue something that you genuinely love. Or maybe this is something that you currently do now. Some of you, it feels like that's what you're making a decision on, is whether or not to pursue something. Others of you, it feels like you're already in living your purpose or doing something that you were meant to do. Gemini. What do we need to see about the situation? Wow. Did somebody physically attack you? This is just what I'm saying. You got an enemy around you. If somebody doesn't have the best of intentions. See what I mean about somebody giving you the evil eye? Okay, Holy Spirit. Stalking you. Take a look at the license plate here. See Kansas there on the license plate? Maybe somebody has Kansas plates. Oh, the devil made me do it. All right. Anyway, I think you get the point without me having to elaborate. Seeing the fruits of my effort, I think this has been the issue. I think this week you are going to see the fruits of your effort. Whatever it is that you've been working on, whatever you've been dedicated to working on, I think this week you're going to see the fruits of your effort. It feels like something's going to play out well for you this week, Gemini Nation, but it does feel like it's up to you to take a chance. Something going on with your car? Somebody could be watching you while you're driving, though. What's going on with Gemini? Yeah, I think this is why you're dedicated this week, because you're really focused on building up your finances. Whatever this weirdness is in the background, Gemini, and then you've got Sagittarius. I do feel like you're going to be able to turn your financial situation around. Give this situation to God for uplifting and healing, and be open to miracles. Heaven's unlimited resources, love, and answer are awaiting your prayers. Be sure to act upon the divine guidance God gives to you in response to your prayers. So maybe you are praying for something. You're praying for some type of miracle to happen here, and it does. It feels like your guides do come in to protect you, or they come in to give you some type of solution to an issue that is just you might feel is out of your hands. All right, so Gemini, this feels like on some level there's a change that I feel like you're making with your career that might result in making you feel happier. Because it does feel like you have a lot of negativity around you, Gemini. And it might be starting to affect you this week. I think that you might be making a decision to leave some negativity behind. It has something to do with, for some of you, the people that you're around. And for others of you, it feels like somebody wants you to be still. They don't want to see you progress. They don't want you to see any type of results. Okay, so you have people, outsiders, that are holding you back. And I think that this week, you're going to be receiving messages from your guides that show you how to break away from this, or to find a solution to something here that has been kind of baffling you. Now, I do see a court situation here, and let's take a look at what might be going on. Oh, wow. Your guides are saying it's going to work out for you, whatever this is. I think this is also what you're experiencing in your career. Success. It just seems like somebody's trying to get you caught up. Yes, stuck energy. Wasn't I saying something about your car? Your windshield, mirrors on your car. Is there a car accident? Feels like there's a lot of traffic here. So if you are going someplace this week, Gemini, and you have to be there at a certain time, you may want to leave a lot earlier this week to make sure that you're punctual. You got a milestone here. Maybe this is a milestone birthday. Okay. What are we talking about here? This is what this is. Who did I read for that I got this card for? I think this was Sagittarius, but I don't think I'm putting out that Sag video. Yeah, there's a lack consciousness here. This is what's affecting your money. This is what has you stuck. This is what I mean. This is what has you keeping still. It might have something to do with your vehicle. If you have to do something to your vehicle this week, it needs to be serviced. Gemini, you might want to stay on top of that. Oh, there's some hidden cameras around you, Gemini. I don't know. This just kind of, this card, the way that it was covered, it looked, and I just had just a view of it. This looks like this is a camera. Hidden cameras. Yeah, whatever this is, it does feel like you've been back and forth with a decision. You're going to be making a final decision this week. I do feel like you might be traveling. You have a desire to get away, it looks like. And it might be a good idea too. Yeah, to be able to change your thoughts, your mindset, mental repetition. What's going on in your head this week? Whatever you're thinking is keeping you still, is keeping you from being inactive. Like I said, this is some energy being sent at you because of jealousy. Gossip, deception. Again, leave your usual social circles behind. If it's not you, then it's somebody around you that is being bullied, gang stalked. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Yeah, what are we talking about? Health. This might have something to do with somebody comparing themselves with other people. I definitely see that. This has something to do with your mental health. Because you have a lot going on around you this week, Gemini, maybe you're having, it's difficult for you to cope. So this is where I feel like you're creating some very strong boundaries, or you're rethinking your boundaries with certain people. Yeah. See, our thoughts definitely motivate our actions. So whatever this is that you're thinking about, it's definitely a week to bring about some type of shift. But this is something that your guides are trying to shift you out of. Somebody have a gambling addiction? Yeah, reveal your gifts. You gotta be dealing with an Aquarius. So you have Aqua in your chart. I got the same card for Aquarius. Prioritize self-care. So since we're talking about your health, and we're definitely making it clear that it seems like it's your mental health. This week, Gemini or cross-watcher, whatever is going on mentally, right? Because it does feel like you're dwelling on something. This is definitely the week to practice self-love. By prioritizing yourself, you do so much for others. It's time for you to experience the love you deserve and let others help you. This week you may need to possibly delegate some tasks or ask for other people's support so that you can focus on your career or that you can focus on other things, such as your healing, because it really does feel like something this week, Gemini Nation, may have knocked you down. This might have something to do with an emotional wound. Or you could even be in physical pain. Maybe you might feel the need to have to pretend or not show your vulnerability or not show how much pain you're really in. But I think this week you're taking the time that you need to heal. Do not panic. You're not on the wrong path. You're just having a bumpy start. Learn from your experiences and keep going. Like I said, for some of you, it feels like you're in the career field that you're meant to be in, but it feels like people are trying to run you away because you are very gifted and because people may be feeling very threatened by you. So they try to sabotage you in different ways, Gemini Nation. Just as it is with every week, every time we read Gemini, it's pretty much the same thing. So let's see, Holy Spirit, what is the advice that you have for the Gemini Nation? Wow, and this wasn't even a card I was trying to pull. Promoter of discord, war, arguments, and falsehoods gives generous responses. Promoter of discord, arguments, and falsehood. Let's make it very clear. I did say that somebody's trying to send some negative energy your way. It feels like this is someone trying to do conflict spells for some of you. Create discord in some type of way. Let's make that obvious. The advice, Gemini Nation. Did I say some of you are traveling? Maybe you are. Maybe you're going to a body of water. Maybe you're going to relax. Maybe you're going someplace that feels like home to you. Advice. Connect to source. Go within to discover what needs to be done. Create the shift required to attract what you want. Go in to discover what needs to be done. Create the shift required to attract what you want. There has to be some type of mental shift here, Gemini, in order for you to attract what you want. I don't know if it's your circumstances, because it could very well be your living circumstances that could be frustrating you. Maybe some of you work from home, possibly, and that's not working out for you, or it's created. That might be where the distractions are coming from. Whatever the case, your guides are saying, if there is growth that you're trying to experience, it may be necessary to transform your thoughts. So this could possibly be, I don't know if you're reading something, looking into something, doing some type of research. To figure something out. But it definitely feels like this week it starts in the mind. And it definitely feels like there are people around you that could be planting seeds of doubt. Regardless, you guys are saying leave those people behind. You have an enlightened heart and mind. So I think that maybe you're reading something here. Maybe you are focusing on your shadow. Maybe you are looking at certain aspects of yourself that you're wanting to come out of and change about yourself, Gemini, because it does feel like something mentally might be stunting your growth this week. Anyway, I do feel like something has knocked you down. Either way, I feel like your guides are definitely saying take it easy on yourself. Take some time to nurture yourself. This feels like this is absolutely needed. But like I said, there's something here mentally that I feel that you might realize that it's time to break away from. Okay? It's whatever is on your mind and your most predominant thoughts. This was blocking you this week. You guys are saying break away from that. Or do some research to figure out how to do so. Or go someplace, again, change in scenery. May do you a lot of good. Holy Spirit, yeah, because it feels like you're confused about something. I promise you must be going. Either you live near a body of water or you might be traveling. And there's no doubt of Virgo here. Pay attention to what's going on around you. Didn't we talk about that? Attack, an enemy. Stalking. Malice. This type of thing. Pay attention to what's going on around you. You might be moving into something too quickly or missing some important details. Truth, revelation, understanding. You're missing some important details. It could be about a plan that you're formulating. Your guides are going to help give you revelation and understanding about that this week. But this feels like this has everything to do with your environment as well. Like I said, somebody around you may not be who you think they are. You might be trusting certain people, and these people might not have the best of intentions, Gemini. So above all else this week, as with any week, listen to your intuition. You're going to see the truth about some things this week, whether it's in people's character or whether it's about something about you that might be stunting your own personal growth. It could be a relationship. It could definitely be people's intentions and people that are around you. Whatever the case, definitely feel like it's people and their intentions. So with that, Gemini Nation, this concludes your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. If you felt like this reading was helpful, Gemini, thumbs up this video. Consider subbing to my channel if you haven't already. If you do decide to sub to my channel, Gemini Nation, make sure that you hit the post notification bell, hit the thumbs up button. Make sure that you hit the post notification bell so that you're alerted whenever I go live, or that whenever I upload another video for a sign that you're cross-watching for. Thank you, Gemini Nation, for tuning in this week. I'll see y'all next week, Gemini Nation. Peace out.